you're looking for festive inspirations that never go out of style, then this video is for you. I've analyzed and picked the 10 best celebrity-inspired festive ideas that I'm sure you'll love to try. Whether you're a bride-to-be or attending a special occasion, you'll find your look in this video. And I've covered not just clothes, but also the hottest colors and accessories. And stick around till the end because the last one is a personal favorite, and you'll see why. Let's begin with colors. The first one is a color that I'm totally obsessed with, gold. Even though it never goes out of style, it's taking center stage again. Whether it's festive wear or red carpet, gold is everywhere. From celebrities like Gigi Hadid and Shania Kapoor rocking gold at NMACC, to Janhvi Kapoor and Radhika Merchant's stunning head-to-toe gold looks, it's clear that gold is the hottest color in Indian fashion. Take it from me, my gold tussar silk sari has been my go-to piece. I have styled this sari in so many different ways and it still feels fresh every single time. I got this from Tribes India and it was budget friendly. And I also made a shopping vlog when I bought it that you can check out if you like this sari. And honestly, if you ask me, gold is the ultimate festive essential. Let me tell you why. Gold goes with every color, so it's very easy to match it with the pieces that you already have and it looks stunning just on its own. With gold, you can go subtle or make a big statement depending on the occasion. And you'll agree on this one, gold looks luxurious, royal, and has a vintage charm as well. Don't you agree? So if there's one color that you want to buy this festive season, I'd say pick gold. Pearls, as we all know, are timeless and classic, but now they are everywhere in Indian fashion. And I love how versatile they are. One of my favorite pearl movements is Alia Bhatt's layered pearl necklace with a simple black sari. What made it stand out was the mix of pearl sizes and the perfectly imperfect layering. It has this cool, effortless vibe. You know what I mean? There's something beautiful about imperfection because it breaks monotony. Have you noticed this whole trend about quiet luxury going around on social media? Now, what could be more sophisticated than pearls? Usually, when we think of pearls, we visualize a classic string of pearls or a pair of dainty earrings. But in India, we've always been using pearls in embroidery. And modern Indian designers are now refashioning them into couture as well. So it's not just an accessory anymore. If you're wondering how to style pearls, it's actually super easy. You can add some pearl latkans to your blouse, go for oversized pearl studs, or try something fun like pearl detailed juttis, hairpins, or handbags, like this clutch I have with a big mother of pearl detail. It's gorgeous, henna? Tell me in the comments if you like it. And speaking of pearls, I also upcycled an old blouse of mine into a more dramatic one by stitching pearl drops all over it. You can watch the process in this video, which I'll also link in the description box. Next up is another color that was loved by everyone. Look at this gorgeous golden blush shade. It's not a trend, but it was loved on social media after Sobita wore it for her engagement, which she paired with real Kanakambaram flowers in her hair. And I think this color is very refreshing, very hatke, you know? It's not your usual pink or red or yellow or blue. If you're wondering where this color gets its inspiration from, let me tell you, it's rooted deep in our heritage. And it's inspired by a South Asian flower called Kanakambaram. The fact that it's so subtle makes it a good choice for wedding guests and for smaller occasions, as well as makes it easy to reuse. It complements Indian skin tones and brings out that natural sun-kissed glow, especially with small zari details like these. If you're bored of traditional Indian clothing and want to give it a twist, then add a corset. Corsets have been reimagined by Indian designers and Bollywood stylists. From corset cholis to futuristic metallic bustiers, they've successfully added it to Indian wardrobes. And you must have noticed how it's been picked up by social media, and a lot of Instagram stores are now selling corsets in India. And here's why I think this one is going to stay. Firstly, traditional Indian clothing like saris or lehengas are very flowy and graceful, to which, if we add the structured silhouette of the corset, creates a juxtaposition that makes it more interesting. And secondly, it adds an edgy vibe to the romantic traditional Indian clothes, which I think makes it look more modern. And yes, corsets have been controversial in the past, but now innerwear is becoming more acceptable to be worn as outerwear. We saw this with lacy bralettes first, and now corsets are another wave of styling innerwear as outerwear. From Janhvi Kapoor to Isha Ambani, everyone's rocking the trend of bejewelled blouses. It's such a cool statement piece. Gigi Hadid at NMACC wore a chikankari sari with a gilded blouse with these gold on gold embellishments, and the blouse looked amazing paired with the classic ivory sari. And it's not just the traditional looks, because Tamanna Bhatia also joined the trend with a super cool Indo-Western outfit. And remember when Isha Ambani wore this blouse embellished with real Jadao jewelry and those adorable parrot tassels hanging on it? But we don't have that kind of budget, do we? So I've made a separate video showing how you can get a similar style on a budget by upcycling your old blouses. So instead of buying something new, you can give your old blouses a fabulous makeover. This video is also on my YouTube channel. Brooches, another timeless accessory with a vintage charm. They look so classy. You can go for modern ones, old ones, embellished or simple. In fact, you could also get one customized as a souvenir from your wedding, a unique piece of jewelry that has a special meaning for you. I got some vintage ones from my Europe trip earlier this year. In every city I went to, I tried to find vintage stores and bought some classic accessories. Let me show you one of the brooches I bought. This craft called Cameo is from Naples in Italy, but I bought this in Florence. And if you've been watching my content, then you probably know that I like collecting everything old and vintage. Matlab, my family calls me rubbish collector because I like to collect their old jewelry, saris, lehengas, and I like to reuse them later. Like this one. This is my chachi's wedding lehenga that I wore for my brother-in-law's wedding. Coming back to the topic, if you're a wedding guest and you want to keep it subtle, you can wear just one brooch with a sari or kurta like they did in 1930s and 40s. Did you spot Tripti Dimri wearing brooches in the movie Kala? It's set in the same time period. Also, if you like the styling in the movie Kala, then I've decoded that too. And you can watch that video to get some more vintage inspirations. But if you want to wear your brooch in a more offbeat way, then you can totally experiment with it. Like you can button up a shirt and wear the brooch like this, and then wear it with a sari. Now let's talk hair accessories. I'm sure you've seen this accessory dominating your social media feeds. A very unique hair accessory that instantly amps up a braided hairstyle. Many celebrities, including Kriti Sanon and Shania Kapoor, have embraced this braid accessory called Jada. This traditional South Indian braid has emerged as a star in today's Indian fashion. It can be paired with flowers or gajras, fishtail braids, tassels, or even ear chains. There are so many ways to style it. You can also go for a jada made of natural flowers or metal or a mix of both. If you don't want to spend too much, you can use other accessories as braid jewelry. Like I styled this Chata Patti as a braid accessory. I've also worn it as a choker. I've styled this Chata Patti in multiple ways. The good part is that a braid will keep you at ease while you move around, besides making you look gorgeous and fashionable. Like I mentioned earlier, there's beauty in asymmetry. It breaks the rule of always matching and looks more unique, like these kadas that Janhvi Kapoor wore and Isha Ambani's earrings with a diamond in one ear and an emerald in the other. The trend involves combining contrasting elements intentionally, whether they are colors or patterns, shapes or sizes. You know, by intentionally pairing items that traditionally don't go together. This deliberate mismatch is a bold and contemporary fashion statement that reflects one's individuality and creativity. This one is a very personal taste. Either you like it or you don't. It reminds me of Pooh's sandals in K3G.
ये आजकल का फैशन है शायद तुम नहीं जानते couture darling you won't understand.
Now, if you want to try this style but are hesitating, then start small. Like nails, make one nail slightly different than the rest, or try small mismatched earrings. If you want a break from the trend of pastels, then you can try these bright, multicolored, paneled outfits, which have already become a favorite of many celebrities like Priyanka, Isha, Sara, and Suhana. It's also a very good way to reuse your old suits or sari fabrics. This splash of colors can be a great break from the pastels that have been going around for quite a few years now, and a lot of celebrities have been wearing them for their weddings. However, if you're a fan of muted colors, you can still get on this trend by going for panels in a pastel color palette. You can also customize it according to your taste and use regional textiles, like this bride who used panels of fulkari work for her lehenga. This one is also lightweight, and the best part is that you can combine all your favorite colors and fabrics to create a one-of-a-kind piece. And you can even use the leftover fabric to make a blouse or bustier. Hand-painted saris have been popular for quite a while, but now is the turn of hand-painted lehengas. It's also a good break from the heavily embellished lehengas. They're lightweight and easy to carry off all day and night. Think how comfortably you can dance at a Sangeet or Mehndi night. And it's easy to store and reuse because it's understated and elegant. And if you think about it, it's basically wearable art. No two pieces are alike, and that makes it exclusive. You can add personalized motifs that represent you, like Karina's sari, or represent the story of the couple, like Radhika's lehenga, which featured mythical elements, human figures representing the couple, and animals to symbolize the groom's love for them. And as promised, let's quickly get to my favorite festive inspo because I've added this to my must-have list for my festive wardrobe. I'm sure you remember these gorgeous costumes in Heeramandi that we fell in love with. If you want to recreate those aesthetics, you are going to love this one. They featured this Desi craft called Chata Patti. It's not a new thing. It's been quite common in many regional parts of India like Lucknow or Bhopal, and also in Pakistan. But now it's making waves in mainstream Desi fashion. Do you remember this stunning outfit that Myra Khan wore for her wedding festivities? This one was a Chata Patti Garara as well. So what exactly is it? Chata Patti is a beautiful patchwork made from colorful tukris stitched together to create gorgeous patterns. And wait till I tell you why I'm in love with it. Usually, when it comes to traditional Indian fashion like saris or lehengas, they mostly have floral patterns. Have you noticed that? But Chata Patti patterns are very unique and rooted deep in our heritage. Like these gorgeous fish scales. Look at this honeycomb pattern and the wave pattern called Patapati. Now imagine how unique these patterns will look among all those floral patterns at a party. Another thing I like about this craft is that you can use your old suits and sari fabrics for this patchwork, and you can also add gota or embroidery over it to make it look more cohesive. And it's not just a passing trend because heritage designs are timeless. Even Amrita Singh wore it at her wedding in the 90s and it still looks amazing today. Typically, it's used in gararas with vibrant colors, but if you think that's too much, then monochromatic schemes are just as stunning, like Amrita Singh's outfit in different variations of green. And for an even more subtle look, you can add it to just the borders of a dupatta or sari. And trust me, it will turn heads because it creates this stunning play of colors. If you like this particular inspo, then tell me in the comments which color scheme would you pick for Chata Patti. And did I miss any popular fashion trend?